Hey there, Joy of the World friends and family. I am Joy, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back in. If you are new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below, baby. It is free as always. Also, ring that bell out beside it and they will let you know anytime I post new videos. So we're taking a little peek in here. As y'all know, these are timeless reads, right? So whenever you tune in, whether it's a Monday, Friday, any day, this is here for you. Now it's coming in like a land speeder, like a Land Cruiser, you know, like old school throwback Star Wars, that type of thing. I was like, what is up? And they're telling me you stand in the way. You are standing in the way of the magic, the kingdom come, like the magic kingdom coming on in here. And you have just one choice to make. You've had to be so protective of it for a very, very long time, which we appreciate that. Thank you for protecting the magic kingdom. Thank you for garnering and covering your dreams until said time. But what they're showing me is the perfection has occurred. The circle is closed. There's no more danger, no more threat of losing or missing out. The evergreen is here. The season has come. The magic mountain has begun to open. Now, this is ironic that this showed up because they said, Joy, I sat down and everything was all like, and I'm thinking, oh, that's a horrible feeling. What is that feeling? Because y'all, I could just show up and dance with these cards. I love it. And I did not know what was going on. So I took a little reflection time to see, was it anybody who would be tuning in, who needs some extra love, whatever. And then eventually they were like, there are cards missing. There are cards missing, so I grabbed this deck. It is the Mystical Dream Tarot. Yeah, that's what it is. The magic eye looking on in there at us, that eye guy coming on in. And they said, take it off the bottom. And I looked and there it was. Now, mind you, I had already set up these cards. These are like, to me, energy chakra crystal cards that I'd rather use for energy work because we're so much more than the 7, y'all. I mean, we're like 7 times 7 times 7. I don't even know. But they had it all laid out and they said, you're short one. You were short one when Ouroboros came here. That's the only card I'm able to see or understand. These cards are out. I have no idea what's going on, except that I knew things didn't feel right until this came. And then it said, you're short one. The one at the heart, the one at the center, your very heartbeat. And I thought, okay, well, let me get the deck. And I went to go get the deck and go to pull it out and it split funny. And right there, one of the cards was facing me. One of the cards was facing me, and it was the card from this week's reading. That is, if you're tuning in at this time, December 6th to the 12th. And at the heart of it all is citrine. At the heart of it all is you, your will, just like your belly, your soul seat, your belly button, your navel. That is where life first came, and that is where it will come again, is what Big Papa is saying to us. He's like, I'm at the heart of it all. This is the goldenest self. This is the goldenest stream. This is the life coming in through all the channels of love, bringing in the 3 and the 5 coming together to make the 4D. All right, y'all, 40. 40 is a number of perfection, not just 4D, 40. All right, because see, my guides are phonetically fun. I love to dance in here and play with them. So let's see, where do they want us to start? All right, they're going to have a start here about soothing and cooling and smoothing things out. Selenite's very calming. So is the power of gray. Gray is not confusion and dumbing down. The black and the white is literally the place where we go into dream state. It's like the gray matter of the mind. It's where information is stored and it needs to begin to connect and redirect, is what you're talking about here. That redirection is taking us into, what is this called? Rainbow fluorite. I was going to call it fluorite rainbow, but whatever. Seeing through the layers and being able to begin to envision this new world. The one that's right behind here, you've been so busy having to face out and protect it because you want to know how this card came out. Can you see that? Can you see that crimp? I don't know if you can. There is a major crimp. This sucker was all bent up, going out. There you go. There you go. I'm telling you, it didn't bring you to your knees, but it sure shortchanged you for a moment. Having to put your full attention to that, having to be in fight or flight, protective mode, over protective mode for quite some time. And he's like, yes, exactly, over protective mode for quite some time, that they're needing to restore it. And that's what this rainbow fluorite is coming in to do. It's beginning to soothe and anneal the gaps and the junctures where So if you go through a lot of stress, there's this thing called telomeres. They're what keeps you young and youthful and what keeps your cell life healthy. They're communication bits in a sort. Now, they don't exactly communicate, but they're hallmarks of how well the system is. So anyways, when something goes through a lot of prolonged stress, which is obvious, right? 9 of Wands, a lot of prolonged stress, even though you look calm, cool, and collected right here, you've been having it non-stop for, I don't know, 9, 10 years, 9 something, whoever 9 is, 9 years. That's what you're talking about with those wands there. You're like 9 birthdays, joy. See, I've already blown out my candle, been making my wish for my happy magic kingdom. And Ouroboros is here to say complete, done, you heard. It's right behind you. Turn around and enter in. But first, Big Papa's wanting to restore your heart, wanting to restore and anneal those telomeres, okay, to get them fresh and active again so that they begin to grow and restore out, that your body sees that it's not in fight or flight anymore. Your life isn't being shortened. The world isn't shrinking up under your feet like that, you know, that it's being restored unto you, okay? And from there, that steps into your wealth. This is pyrite, which is called fool's gold. Good. Hello. You're good. You're good, baby. You're good. Yes. Fool's gold is good. You can give me my grade down below. All right, baby. Fool's gold is good. It is a sign of goodness. It's for stability and being forthright and establishment. So all those things are required because, as you know, often when people win a very big lottery, within 2 to 3 years, they go back and they are destitute and broke when they check in on them, okay? Because they didn't have the foundational truth and understanding of what wealth, of what success, of what health looks like, of what freedom, baby. Freedom, what it looks like to have all your wishes come true. It looks like, I'm going to say it, happily ever after. Yes, it's true. It's true. So that's what Pyrite's awakening here to bring us into the next channel. And let me see which one of these it is. Okay. So then that begins to clean and clear. This is Black Tourmaline. Black Tourmaline is beautiful in that it repels and it draws. Kind of like charcoal makes me think. It's like a magic medicine in that it, well, if you saw this week's read, it's kind of like Hades. Hades, which just seemed like where you don't want to go. Hades is like, no, baby, I'm going to put the hounds of hell on what's been hounding you. And I'm like, woo, yes, that's what Black Tourmaline's kind of come along to do. It is a checkpoint going, I'm going to check yourself before you wreck yourself, and not you, baby. Everything that's been haranguing and bothering you and stealing your time and making you have to be in this institution. Some of you, it's having been stuck in a marriage that was shasty. Some of you has been being in a no-end job of things just being a headache. Some of you has been trying to succeed and feeling the life birthing in you just to have it fall flat. Have the earth come out from under your feet. There's a number of scenarios like that, but you get what I'm getting at, right? Okay. Black Tourmaline has come as this tower of power to stand here and say no more. No more. We've got you. This is the point of no return. That's what Black Tourmaline is standing as. And so what it's doing is affording Carnelian. Carnelian is the lifeblood of the heart, the restoration of the heart. It has both the plasma, the white blood cell, and the red blood cell energy all in here. It's a great stone to have to work with if you need to heal from Three of Swords energy, right? And not just from a lover. It could also be from a family member or a distorted family life growing up, or just someone who maybe is an empath and takes on energies of the world. Carnelian is very soothing for you, all right? It's going to allow you to rest instead of have to protect. And rest is something that you're talking about here in your system, not just like having to sleep and shut your eyes and shut down. It has to do with the soothing heartbeat. It has to do, remember we talk about those open collarbones where the transmissions of divine can come through, and you don't only exude your dreams and prayers to heaven, but it also, their answer comes down to earth. Remember they were talking about that 4D in the beginning? So then it brings in and restores your true earthen heart, the emerald. You're talking about the gemstone without price. It's beyond price. And this is your authentic heart. This is the heart that connects to the hands. It connects to humanity. And we're not talking about inhumanity. We're talking about humanity. Remember a couple of decades ago, if you've been around as long as me, that community began to be fractured, extended families began to be fractured, families began to be fractured, and humans then began to be fractured. We even began to be separated from ourselves. This is the restoration of that, the turning back the hands of time, and that's what Big Papa, God, Big Papa, we love you. That's what he's here doing. Turning back the hands of time. So that's how he's choosing to restore your telomeres. It's not even just do the refreshment on the end, but to turn back the hands of time in our body, since he is the time master, right? He is representative of Big Daddy Saturn. Saturn has to do with time, systems, institutions, the wear and the tear. It's almost like all the taxation and all the payment and the stress and everything else that has been, that has incurred. It's all being restored unto you. Kind of like when somebody has a lawsuit, they'll say, and what is it? Damages, lost time, those other things that have to be factored in for the ongoingness of it. Well, this is one of the TION, which means the ongoingness, the shun of something that Big Papa and also Jupiter are bringing to an end. They're closing out those endless cycles of untimely death, unrightfully, I can't even come up with the words, y'all, but you get what I'm saying. I hope you get what I'm saying. I hope you get what I'm saying. And from there, we radiate into the pink tourmaline. Ooh, baby, I love it. Talk about diving in. So this is what it would look like if we would, it all look like that, right? This is what we have going on, and that's our true, genuine heart. This is the youthful heart. It's where our thymus is. It's where our dreams are. It's like why children are so magic. And they're so shiny and beautiful and silky, right? And they bounce back from even difficult things that we couldn't even fathom what it's done to their system. Was turning back the hands of time to restore that pink tourmaline, that pink dream, that magical kingdom, all right? The place where anything's possible. Anything's possible. And then it begins to soothe and touch your family, your DNA, and your family lines. Labradorite, to me, has to do with the connectivity and the energy around us. It's coming first and foremost from within ourselves, right? Which is why this connection is established, because of your abundance and your overflow is where then we can begin to contact and touch the world, which is why Ouroboros and you yourself in Nine of Wands, you know, this wisdom that you have incurred brought us through in this manner. And that's the magic and the sheen and the shimmer and the mystery of labradorite, is it will begin to heal the world all around you. Even without your little lips slapping, even without preaching, teaching, anything else, just the exuding of your life, the eminence of your life, the essence of who you are comes out into our world, and it creates this magnificent magic, the Amazonite of big dreams, big living. And we don't mean figuring on biggering like the Lorax, right? That small isn't good. No, 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 no. Y'all look what Big Papa got. He got a teeny little planet right there beside him, but it's big to us, right? Okay, so that's what we're talking about, big. Those big things that mean so much. They have so much drive and feeling and connection to us that we haven't been able to let them go, irregardless of what we have had to stand against, go through, or endure. Okay, that's what you need to know. And then that brings you into the gold. You fully converted from the, from the lead into the gold, from the lead, the dark, the drab, the heaviness. That in tourmaline, y'all, that is like rock. Igneous rock. Like primordial stagnation. Not black matter, which is the fourth state of matter, which is dark matter, black matter, which is the plasma that we talk about. That's where you've been able to begin to work it and meld it and move it because of your determination to complete the cycle, to fully open up, to receive this land speeder. Like, we ought to know he's going to shortcut us. Like, this is a wormhole, y'all. We're going to whoop, whoop around a couple of spirals and skip a few laps. Now, we're not going to be shortchanged and miss out on anything, because Big Papa knows exactly which ones to help us bypass to get us exactly where we want, in line and in resonance and harmony and vibration with our true heart's desire. And that is this, citrine. Citrine is the goldness self. It is the ease and the flow of life. It's being able to be receptive and open, and also protective and closed, meaning you know what's for you and what's not. And you're not having to get all up in the head. You're not having to do all that. That's why they brought it through in the pink tourmaline, right? Established and grounded. It is like the sister cousin of the black tourmaline, which was the point of no return. Well, this is the point of re-entry. Okay, and it came on through, and then it begins to emanate into the world around you, shifting the environment around you, bringing into your pure, divine, true self, true connection to the extended world beyond us, the cosmos, right? And then that's where we have the citrine, the golden self. The golden self. The point is you. The point is that you're here to enjoy your life. Okay. Now we're going to take a little hop skip over here to see what we have in the affirmators, which I love that they out. Baby, it's showing us that you've been passing an ending here. All right. There's something that's come to completion here. And you know, it could have been some of that difficulty, maybe just having to go around and around the mountain 9 times with frustration or whatever else. But that day is over. It's complete. It's kind of like when they say duck, duck, goose, then you get up and run. And say it's time to run in it. What are we going to run in? What are we going to run in? Y'all, this is just the scraps of the deck. And they say you need to know what was going on with the scraps, that this was some of the backstory. And so here it's talking about this pure magic of love. Well, we could just do it like that. Make them all wing. Yeah, wing. You ready, aren't you, devil? Well, because there's that lightning bolt. You ready to run in it. And as we know, Capricorns are adept at scaling and being able to go up and down and return. If you ever want to play around on YouTube, you could look up the goats that lick the salt off the dam. Y'all, I'm telling you, they stand on something not much wider than a needle. It will astound you at their agility and determination to get what it is that they need in life. Those minerals there. And so this is something that makes you strong and beautiful and abundant. That's where it's coming from. And this is what it's talking about, because what is coming in is this love. Love, all from a fruit. Fruit, juicy, divine, everything you would ever need contained right here. Just like the magical spork we have going on. Y'all, I was going through my magic tools earlier, and we could call them magic whatever. They're all the little goodies that life affords me when I'm out tromping around woods, the street, wherever. Rocks, twigs, all of that. And one day on the beach, I found the finest spork. And I was like, that spork is going home to go in my magic stuff. Well, that was over a year ago. And then I got in this new deck, the True Heart Tarot. If y'all been around for a minute, you know how I feel about it. I don't know if it's the King of Pentacles or the King of Wands, but he's the spork king. That's because he sits on the spork throne. It's like all wrapped up in one. Yes. That divine union, this going on. So that's the magic coming in. And that energy that's coming through this land speed, this land cruising, this getting you caught up to the proper time and place, that you don't have to worry anymore about getting it right or missing out or somehow making a mistake or a misstep or anything like that. Big Papa's here to let you know he's got it all covered. Got it all covered. 6 of Wands, use your passion, run in it. See, look at you flying. And this is really tying into this week's read. Irregardless of when you tune into this, because it is timeless, you could go back and look at the December 6th through 12th read. It is an energy session and is not contained in any form of time. Although I do date it for people's ideas. Whatever. But see, Mercury or Hermes comes on in to let us know that community is here to support us. This is kind of like in the mosh pit where you being lifted on up. He's giving you the higher love is what Time Master is bringing you in here. And that is the victory that you need on your heart. And it says, although I be small, I am mighty, right? Remember those big dreams that you have? Those big dreams? You know, you're wondering how they come about. It's no problem for Big Papa here, okay? So let it come on through. Do your little dance. Make a little noise. Get down tonight. Or in this case, get up. Get up and what? What are we going to do? Well, we have the Page of Pentacles coming in. And in this deck, it flat out says to do. Make your list. It's not like it was 8 months ago when we were going through, oh my gosh. Oh, should we say this year of retrogrades and this year of hold up. Now it is time. Now it is time. The profusion of ideas you've had time to mull them over and find out what they are, what connects them all together and what they have in common, so that you're not going dot, 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 bullet points. You're more like dealing with the tree trunk. So you got the feather and the power of permission in your hand. This is your destiny. And you're like, okay, I choose this one. I choose that one. And you realize in choosing the one, you've chosen everything that your heart desires. So they say, get to it. Get to the living and the loving that it is that brings you into your bright, shiny self. The one that's big and bold, bright and beautiful. Everything we talk about here, right? Your golden self, the thing that turns you on and wakes you up. Well, what is that? Look at this. It's knowing that you are possible. You're not a problem anymore. You realize you're a solution. Even beyond that, you're a divine being. You're someone here that is beautiful and perfect just the way you are, here to express yourself and to create with life. That is the power of the genie, right? The genie is the plural of the genius. You're a genius when you figure out that you're amazing. That's all you have to do is realize that you're amazing. You're beautiful just the way you are. How you were made, how your chart is divine, how you look. You like this crazy hair. There's some reason for it in these big old eyes. I don't even know, but there's some reason for it. And it makes me who I am. And in that, when I accept that, that's what closed this out and made it complete, is when you say yes. Yes to yourself. You complete yourself. This genie rises up and says, I'm here at your command. What would you like? And that's you in the citrine. Okay? What you see here, look like this. Look like this. It looked like marigold. Marigold. Talk about keeping the nasties and the buggers away. When you're happy and you're in your true self, remember, you don't realize you realize you are not a problem. We either thinking other people are problems, we have problems, we got to solve. That's problem-minded. They want us to be favor-minded, to be in the sights that we are beautiful and divine exactly as we are. We have things here to love on us and to nourish us and to enjoy every day right now. We are ready to enter our magic kingdom right now. And when that happens, that brings in that 9 of Cups energy, the genie in us, so that you can be the genius and begin to do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. What? Step into the divinement. The divinement of your destiny and your divinity coming together to share the cup. It begins to multiply, right? It brings in the magic into our whole world. And this is that abundance and that abounding and that overflow that we were talking about back here. That is from that then we begin to nourish the world, not out of our poverty, but out of our overflow, right? Because a pump needs, a fountain needs to be filled to a certain level before it can even circulate the water, all right? Now, when it's circulating, it's going there, then the whole system is complete and the little birds can come take their bath and it can do what it do. That's what you need to know. Now, I'm gonna look and see if there's anything else. Okay, they are wanting me to get into one of these. Who's at the bottom? Heal the ouch. What ouch are we healing? Is there anything left to bring this in and to activate this Magic Monday for our friends here at Joy of the World? And myself. All right, 22. Talk about that. Remember, we were talking about multiplication, the 2 of Cups. And the overflow, the abundance, right? The favor, you're part of fortune. It says intention. See, we have the 22. Okay? So here I would say you have the choice to choose life or choose death. That's the major intention that they're wanting. Which way do you want to go? You don't even have to go forward in this. You can stand in this, and that's choosing death, right? To let go around the mountain one more time. Or you can go on in and trust that Big Papa's got your back. Trust that life has your favor in mind, that they know how they made you. You know how you made you. That destiny is in your hand. You divined and created yourself before you got here. And begin to find that confidence and that comfort in who you are. That's what these energy sessions are here to do, is to simply resonate and confirm what you've already been experiencing and going on in your life, because I'm not there with you. Your spirit, your soul, your guides know what you need to hear. It's not what I say out of my mouth, but it's what you hear in your heart. And that's what's going on here. In this case, friend, I'd recommend choosing life. Choosing to go for it and give yourself permission, because, see, that's the difference. Once you hatch out of this egg, there is no turning back. There is no turning back, and you won't hold out on yourself anymore. And there's a whole field of dreams and wishes here. Not just the one that death's trying to hold up in your face and promise and give to you. Now, if the owl is your totem, God bless you. Good for you. But lately, they've been circling around as omens of thuggery and death, all right? Endings, and not the good endings like the ones that we need. It's more of like a lure. It's kind of like, have you ever been drawn to trouble? That type of thing. It's repeating of patterns is kind of what's going on here. When really, when you hatch out, you have permission that you don't have to wait for it to come to you. You can go out into this world and you can discover who you are in the many facets and in the many forms endlessly and forever. Okay, friend? So I hope that you step into that and that you choose to discover who you are. The mountains of magic of, I mean, these are just a few crystal colors going on here. Life has the abundance of you. And I'm so glad you showed up here to share your energy with us. I love you, friend. Also, leave comments or compliments down below to me, to whoever shows up here. This is a friendly channel, and we are here to support and love one another, to bring us into that goldenness self, because as each one of us steps into that, it makes the world a better, bolder, and brighter place for all of us. All of us. You hear me? I celebrate you. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and step back in here real soon and see me. Love you. Bye.